I look angry? No, not one bit angry. Hi from Miami. My day was good. How was yours? Hi, Taz. Nope, not angry, Robin. No, I'm not. Not near Miami. Thank you. How do I do my highlights? Is that what you're asking? Is that what you said? How do I do my highlights? Hi, Christine. How are you? How's your day? Doug, we talk about manifestation on here. I just do, I put bleach on just on my ends. And then I do some highlights in the front. I don't touch this. This is my natural. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to come on today, but I'm like, it's Saturday night, 11 o'clock. I ain't doing anything, so I'm good. I uploaded all my lives so far onto my YouTube, so I'm doing good with that. And in my mind, Christine, I'm always like, oh, it's Saturday. People aren't home, and I always think Saturdays, but Saturdays are sometimes like surprisingly busy on here. Time for SNL. Thank you. Hi, Eva. Hi, 5D. How are you guys? Yeah, Christina, in my mind, I always feel like it's not. Because actually, like, TikToks, like, whenever I do TikToks on, like, the weekends, they don't get as much, like, they don't get pushed out as much, which is funny. I know. Me too. I always would say, like, I was always the person that, like, if plans got canceled, I would always be like, oh, that stinks. But inside, I'd be like, okay, now I get to just stay in and relax and just, like, do nothing. Yeah, manifestation. Creating your own reality, America. I'm sure you heard of the term. Everyone has heard of the term by now. I talk about it a little bit. Hey, for me, it was more of like, I just knew, like, it was like, I know I'm going to see this person again. I know they're going to contact me again. And they always did. So it wasn't like the way people are just like explaining it, where you have to like change the story and do all this and do all that. I never really resonated with manifesting that way. I'm not saying it doesn't work, because it does work. I've done it with other things when I first got into manifesting, but that wasn't how I did it. Yeah, so for me, the way I explain manifesting is that you ask for something and it's done, and it's unfolding in this very moment, and the main thing is to really focus on yourself and take your focus off of that manifestation as much as you possibly can. That's what really brings it in the best way possible. Yeah. So mine was similar too, hey. So it's about really just like, hey, it's about just knowing it's done and truly just doing what you can do to feel good without it, and kind of distract yourself and just live your best life. I always say focus on becoming secure on your own. Focus on becoming stable, because you don't want to bring in a relationship and still be triggered, still react, and still be insecure, right? Because that's how we lose these relationships in the first place. We're insecure. So really, I just say focus on yourself. You have to know it's done, though. That's the thing. I had someone comment on one of my videos today and said, how come I know it's done, but it's not here yet? I'm like, because you don't really know you don't believe that it's done. You have to believe that it's done. You have to trust in this process. Sometimes that's a process in itself, trusting in this process. I always explain it as how you start trusting in this process. You're not supposed to know how these things are unfolding. You really should be taking your attention and your thoughts off it as much as possible to allow it to unfold. It's about trusting in the unseen. That's the whole point. And the best part about it is that you don't have to do anything. You get to do nothing. You get to just focus on yourself and live your best life. I did have a good day. Thank you. Does that make sense? Hey? Hi, Matt. Can you go into reacting? I recently got blocked after they reached. Yeah, so reacting is any time that you're in a lower energy. You're worrying, you're doubting something. You're reacting is you resisting, right? So you're basically pushing it away from you. That's the best way to explain it. Instead of just kind of relaxing into that discomfort of worry and doubt. So what you want to practice doing is relaxing instead of reacting. Because a lot of times we don't realize we're reacting, but our thoughts, we're worried, we're thinking about something that doesn't serve us in that moment, and we're not aware enough to catch it, right? So we don't even realize it. So that's why I get people to practice to make it about feeling, because you'll be able to catch things quicker. When you make it about feeling, which that's a practice in itself, you're going to start catching yourself thinking thoughts that aren't serving you, okay? Because it's all your thoughts. But when you make it about feeling, you'll be able to catch these unfavorable thoughts that aren't serving you. And how you practice making it about feeling is by literally just doing things that you like. Focus on, like, what can I do right now that feels good? What's the best thing to do right now that feels good? What can I do that feels good? Should I do this? Should I do that? It's always checking in with how you feel. And whenever you don't feel good, which you're going to start becoming more aware of, you want to relax as much as possible. You want to relax into that resistance. A lot of people tell me, like, listen, your thoughts create reality. That's just you can't get away from that. People say, I wasn't reacting. I don't know why this is happening to me. Listen, you can't stop your thoughts from manifesting. They're going to manifest. So if it's happening and it's unfavorable, it's because you're creating it. So this is just a really good way to start catching these moments when you start dropping in these lower energies and thinking thoughts that don't serve you. Are you trying to run away from something, America? Maybe sometimes we try to run away and we don't understand that we're like taking ourselves with us when we're doing that. Like, you know what, I'm going to leave my whole entire life and I'm just going to go here because this doesn't serve me. I don't like the way this is. And we go there, but we repeat the same patterns over and over again. So it's best to actually, another way I explain manifesting is to really start focusing on this current reality and making the best of this current reality. Make this current reality work in your favor, because that's how you bring in these manifestations the best way possible for you. Exactly, Matt. Matt said you have to train it like a muscle. Hi, James. How are you? Hi, Angelica. Angel, how would I say your name? I feel like I went through this with you before. Hi, Chase. Yes, Ava. Yes. If you keep practicing non-reaction and relaxing, you're going to be amazed at how much your life changes and how quick for the best, and how in control you are in situations. Angelica, okay. Oh, I like that. I think we went through this before. Hi, Ray. Oh, hockey. Were you playing the hockey game, Ray? Yeah, you don't have to pretend. I know that's another way to do it. There's many ways to manifest. I never resonated with that. I never even resonated with being delusional, because you don't have to. This is all you're not here to be delusional. You're here to live an amazing life, because that's why you're here. So it doesn't have to feel delusional. So that's why I say focus more on this current reality and making this current reality work in your favor. Work with what you got here. Work with what you have. This is how you're going to bring in the things that are meant for you, the things that you're manifesting in the best way possible, is by practicing non-reaction and feeling the best you can in each moment. Hi, Lions. Thanks, Chase. Why do you think we heal the situation fast just by... because reacting repeats, Ava. So look at reacting as, when you're reacting to things, it's all the stuff that doesn't serve you. It's things that don't feel good. That's why we're reacting. We're being triggered, right? So in a way, it's bringing things to the surface that don't serve us. And when you're reacting to it, you're repeating. So always look at reacting. The same meaning of reacting is repeating, reliving, recreating, right? And that's, you're constantly repeating cycles. So when you're relaxing, it has no momentum. You're not giving it any momentum to keep repeating. You're calming down. You're moving at a slower energy. So it may still be lingering, but it's not picking up any momentum to recreate. That's why there's so much power in non-reaction. Does that make sense? Just got out of a pretty bad rut. It felt like nothing could make me. That's okay. 5D. Listen. When you feel like you're in a bad rut that nothing can get you out of it, you embrace that bad rut. You embrace it with every fiber inside you. You just relax and you be like, you know what? It is what it is. I just tell people, as much as you can, stay calm in those ruts. You can be calm and still be in a lower energy. It's not manifesting or anything. It's not picking up momentum. You can just keep practicing calmness. I'm telling you, it's not going to manifest. You just keep relaxing. You can be in a lower energy and just be calm, and it can last all day. It really can. At first, it just, you start getting better at this, and what happens is a thought picks up momentum, and that's where this like resistance comes in, right? A lot of resistance. But doesn't matter when you catch it, you just get calm. It gets easier. You get better at it, and these stories, they vanish. You can't mess anything up. That's when you do it. That's exactly when you do it. I don't know how to say your name, Diab. That's exactly when you want to take advantage of those situations. When something is coming to you and causing you want to react, that's when you have to practice settling down. That's when you have to be stronger than that situation. You have to be better than that situation. You have to stay in a higher energy. Otherwise, you keep matching it and you keep repeating. Again, it takes practice because we're so reactive, but these are opportunities for you to be able to do this. So you can stop repeating. You take advantage of these opportunities, but it's up to you. You're the only one that can do it. And again, don't be hard on yourself because it takes practice. It doesn't matter how many times it takes, but you keep doing it until you get better at it and better and better at it. And then you see that these things are fading from your life, or they start working in your favor. So you shouldn't even know there is a third party. You're too focused on this manifestation. So darling, it's because you're too focused on this reality that doesn't serve you right now, and you're not allowing the one that's done to unfold. You're focused on a 3P. You shouldn't even know there's a 3P, because you should be so focused on yourself, knowing that what you want is done. But you're not. You're focused on this reality that doesn't serve you. This is why when you're manifesting anything at all, you need to know that it's done, and you need to focus on yourself. You have to take your focus. You shouldn't be manifesting anything because it's done. You need to be manifesting the best version of yourself, if anything. You have to get yourself to a place where you feel good without this manifestation. You're secure without this manifestation. You're not secure because you're creating 3Ps. I know, 5D. I always say it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. I mean, you can't get around it. It doesn't. But I can tell you right now, it gets better. It gets better. It gets easier. It does. It fades. It gets less and less. Just keep staying calm. And guess what? You feel better. So you just moved forward. You literally now, like I always tell people, when you feel better, when you feel that relief, that you just you moved forward from it. So you did it. You conquered it. No problem. Did I say your name right, Darlene? I want to say Darlene, but I'm not sure if that's how you say it. So take your attention off of the manifestation because it's done, okay? And focus more on yourself. Focus on feeling good without it. Allow it to unfold. Allow the unseen version to unfold. You're not supposed to know how it's unfolding, right? You're not supposed to know that part. But you can't allow it to unfold if you're still focused on the old version. Okay, Darlene. I wasn't sure. Good. And you can check out some of my videos if you haven't followed me yet. And just up top, I have a bunch of videos that kind of like talk about it a little bit more. Just like they're just reminders. All videos that I make and all the content I make is really just reminding people. I never really got into self-concept. I don't relate with labels and terms. I'm just going to be truthfully honest. Like I don't talk about the law of attraction. I don't talk about the law of assumption. I don't talk about self-concept. I just have my own way through my own experience of teaching this. So I'm not going to really be able to like talk about self-concept with someone because that's not how I explain manifesting. I explain it as, it's done. Whatever you want is done because every possible reality exists. It's 100% done. As soon as you think it and you want it, it's a desire of yours, it's done. And you place your focus on yourself. That's it. You have to focus on yourself so you can allow this to unfold in the best way possible for you by focusing on your current reality and feeling the best you can and making the best of what you do have. That's it. And that's you literally becoming the best version of yourself. You become happy without it. You become secure without it. You become confident, secure, and stable without it. That is self-concept, but I just don't explain it as, I don't do affirmations. So that's why because I know self-concept's a lot of affirmations, telling yourself you're worthy, and I never resonated with that. So that's why I just do my own thing through my own experience. Hi, James. Angelica, right? Hopefully that makes sense, Valerie, on how it's a little bit different. It's all similar. I just don't do affirmations to manifest something. I think that's the difference really, is that and I think self-concept is affirmations, right? Telling yourself you're amazing and awesome and all that. I don't do that. I don't do that. But you can do that. You can do that. You can't mess anything up. You can't. Things are always changing, Ava, all the time. In every single moment, it's always changing. You get to choose in how it goes in each moment. Your whole life can change in the blink of an eye. You're in control. You create your own reality. That's why you can't mess anything up. Because, see, Ava, that kind of comment lets me know you still doubt that you hold all the power in creating your own reality. And that's okay. You'll start seeing it the more you practice this. You'll start seeing it. You'll start building up confidence and trusting in the process. But you'll see how just calmness alone, things can just completely change. Right, Sherry? Me too. So many stories that I've got rid of that didn't serve me. This is the dawning of the... What is that? What is that, Matt? Muddy, I always say that too. Deep in my heart, I say we have these desires for a reason. I actually wrote a book on it. on how most of these timelines are already pre-written. You just get to choose what one you want to go for. Some things you get to play here too, and you get to like have your different fun experiences of your own, but most of this stuff is kind of like, it is pre-written. It is. So it's like, just go have fun. You're here to live an amazing life. You're here to live an amazing life. You're supposed to feel good. Make that your mission. Make it to feel good and keep practicing that, which you will. And let things just fall into place the way they're supposed to. Yeah, I've always resonated with that, Muddy. Even before knowing all of this, I always resonated and felt like things were just happening. Like things were just like almost like knowing before it would happen. You know what it is, Ava? You're still doubting the unseen, but you know what? That's part of this now. It's a new way of living. It basically is a new way of living because it's an easier way because you don't have to do anything, Ava. We're so used to knowing exactly what's going to happen next. We always had control over everything. This is letting go of control. This is fully letting go of control. It is, because like even for me, the more that I align with myself, I'm letting go of control. Like I'm trusting. I'm just like jumping in and I'm like, all right, it is what it is. But the more you do that, the better it turns out. And when you're doing the practice of making it about feeling good and practice non-reaction, because you're in those higher energies, so you're manifesting what's best for you. But it'll get easier, Ava. It will, because I've been exactly where you are, so I know exactly what you're going through. And I remember thinking, like, what the heck? Like, this sucks. Like, I don't even understand. Like, I didn't trust. It was hard to just let go. See that, America? A desire. How do you personally handle when you want to speak your truth or feel like you need to say something? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Like speak your truth to a person, are you saying? To someone? Like you're almost, when we jump, I think we let the higher energy in. Yes, Ava. I'm thinking that's what you're saying. Like, how do you handle when you want to speak your truth? Because that's usually coming from your programming. Now, because you don't understand that it was created unconsciously. That's you reacting, you feeling the need to speak your truth and how did you do this to me? That is you reacting to something that you created unconsciously. So you're just going to keep recreating it. That's all impulsive. That's all, I don't want to say ego-based, but it's ego-based. So you need to keep practicing calmness because that's you still reacting. You have to understand that you created it. Okay, unconsciously, not your fault, nobody's fault. We none of us knew what the heck we were doing. You know, it's bringing out our insecurities for a reason so we can dissolve them. So these insecurities come up so we can dissolve them. And you dissolve them by just staying calm, letting these moments pass, letting yourself realize, wait a minute, I created this. Take responsibility and be like, okay, I know, I keep forgetting I created this, but I know that I'm moving forward to everything that I want now. And you keep moving forward with that, just knowing that and staying calm in those situations when you're fighting in your mind, when all those old stories are popping up in your mind and you feel like you just want to, why'd you do this to me? But you're forgetting that you created it unconsciously. It's not your fault. No need to blame because nobody knew they were unconsciously creating. This is just a time for us to wake up, to bring these insecurities up to the surface so we can let them work themselves out by remaining calm. Yes, America, definitely. Does that kind of make sense? So in a way, you reacting is a part of the process and being triggered is a part of the process because these things can come up so you can stay calm and just let them resolve themselves. They will literally resolve themselves. That's how you move closer to what you want. That's how you cut through limiting beliefs in the easiest way possible, the most painless way possible. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to change a story. Don't affirm over it because you're still going to have resistance. just stay calm. It's literally all you got to do. But it's going to keep happening and happening because there's a lot of topics in your life that were created unconsciously. So just give it time. Just give it time. Just keep, like I always say, how you do it is you focus on your current reality, because you can take your attention off of these topics if you're able to, and they will also dissolve themselves, right? You don't have to necessarily be constantly being triggered. They can just resolve themselves by you not focusing on them. That's why I say focus on your current reality. Just dive deep into to what you have going on now and make the best of what you have now. Feel good with what you have now. And when you don't feel so good, you just stay calm, and that's just you moving forward. Let these manifestations just unfold on their own. And remember, you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know how these things unfold. Let go of that control. Thanks, James. It was nice seeing you too. Yes, Ava, that was an awesome way to put it. It's constantly surrendering. Yeah, and we all go in and out, right? Because we're learning. It's a learning game. We all go in and out because this is a practice. This is actually a practice. It's a new way of living, but it's freeing. You're going to free yourself from all these old stories, these chains, these crappy unconscious creations. But again, just keep moving forward with the practice and you'll get there. Hi, Nathan. How are you? Nathan, I made a cake today. I thought of you when I made a cake. A vanilla cake with vanilla icing and Jimmy's. Is that just a Philly thing, Jimmy's? Yes, Sherry. The better it gets, the better it gets. Thank you. I have a funny thing I'm going to put in our Facebook group, Sherry. And guys, Jimmy's sprinkles. I just realized that I was like, should I say sprinkles? But we say Jimmy's in Philly. The cake was so good. I love vanilla cake. Vanilla cake with vanilla icing. So good. Hold on, let me get my cat. Steven! Just my cat again. Fun Betty cake. I don't like the cream cheese icing. I never could get on that whole thing, the cream cheese icing. I love cream cheese though, but for some reason, like the cream cheese and the vanilla doesn't work with me. You've never baked a cake? Just like the box cake, Ava? Like I ain't like a baker. Like I don't use all those products. It's just like the vanilla box cake with the vanilla icing, and then I add Jimmy's. Christine, did I tell you about my kids? Like my kids do not eat sweets. They literally don't. I make cookies. I eat all the cookies. I buy cake, like cupcakes and stuff from the just the regular food store. I eat the cookies. Like my kids barely eat that stuff. I eat it all and I eat every bit of it. I don't leave it to waste. Now my one son might have a piece, maybe. My kids are just not like your normal kids. Yeah, I'm not a carrot cake person. I'm not a carrot cake. Like, why don't my kids eat this stuff? Huh? I always say the best way to manifest wealth is you want to finance. You want to manifest financial freedom. You don't want to be tied down to money. So you don't want to keep manifesting money, this money, this amount of money, that amount of money. Focus more on what's going to bring you financial freedom, what's going to lead to that, like your happiness, doing things you love, right? Be open to the ways that you can manifest financial freedom, right? Let it unfold. Let it surprise you, right? But don't manifest like money. Manifest financial freedom. You just want to be able to like never have to worry about money again. And just be like, again, be open to the ways that it can unfold for you, right? Be open-minded. Oh, thanks, Josh. Red velvet. Isn't red velvet more like a chocolate cake? I'm not a chocolate cake person. Hi, Muddy from California. My daughter likes chocolate cake, and I still made the vanilla. But she probably would waste it anyway. Yes, Rach. So how I explain manifesting to people is that you have to first know that you create your own reality, right? You have to know that. Like, okay, I create my own reality. I get to be, do, and have anything I want. You have to know you're unlimited as well. So you can be, do, and have anything you want. Then you have to understand that every possible reality exists in this very moment. If you think it, you can have it. If you have a desire, you can have it. And you also have to know that it's done in this very moment. Every possible reality exists and is done in this very moment. So as soon as you ask for it, it's done. It's done. And the only thing you're doing from there is knowing it's done and focusing on yourself so you can allow it to unfold. So you're focusing on this current, because and this is something that's important, is that you're not supposed to know how this unfolds. That's manifesting, right? Is allowing this to, it's believing in the unseen, right? So you have to just trust that it's unfolding. And how you do that is you focus on this current reality, what you have right in front of you. You make the best of what you have now to allow these things to unfold. You focus on feeling the best you can in each moment and remaining calm when you don't. Practicing non-reaction. Practicing staying calm when something doesn't feel good. I like to explain it more as make it about feeling, right? Feeling. What can I do to feel good right now? And when you're not feeling so great, stay calm, let it pass. It'll pass. Just stay as calm as you can. I say stay calm, stay silent, don't say a word to anybody, don't vent about it. You can talk to yourself a little bit, but even cut that short because it's still keeping something active. Keep it super silent in your mind, as silent as you can. Stay still, move slow, and those lower energies will pass through you, and that's you moving forward to what you want. I never read it. I never read The Power of Now, but I don't read books, which is hilarious because I write like crazy, but I don't read books. I just listen to things. So I learned all my knowledge from Eckhart from just listening to him speak, from him just, how he does his little things where he talks to people. That's where I learned my knowledge. I learned things from Joe Dispenza by him being on podcasts and telling his story to different podcasts, and Abraham Hicks because she has tons of content. So like her whatever you call it, her stuff. That's how I learned my stuff, not by reading. I never read one book on any of this. Yeah, we don't realize how much we react till we wake up that we create our own realities, right? And we're like, wait a minute, I'm so freaking reactive. Why do I do these sessions? Because I love it. I love talking about this stuff. It's just something that makes me happy, probably the most happiest. Now, and I don't make money off of it. I just like it. I enjoy it. And because these people, like the people that I connect with, understand this. So people that follow me get this and relate to me. So that's kind of like how this works. The more that like you're passionate about something, people start connecting to you. They start finding you almost. I was just talking to Matt about this because he was talking about something about it. And to be able to help as many people as I can, to let them know that they create their own realities and they can be doing have whatever they want, right? So it's about helping others. I love podcasts with people like Joe Dispenza. I know. I don't, it's so funny. I don't listen to Joe anymore. I was like so wrapped up in Joe's teachings for a while. And then I just kind of stopped listening to him, stopped listening to Eckhart. And now pretty much just Abraham Hicks and just, like I said, just a few of her videos like over and over again on a loop. I don't say any affirmations. I say the only affirmations that will pop in my mind sometimes if I'm like finding myself reacting is I'm here to live an amazing life and everything's unfolding perfectly, if I'm catching myself reacting. So for me, I've always used general affirmations in the past, like when learning this. I would say things like I'm always protected, I'm always provided for, I'm exactly where I need to be, everything's always working in my favor. So I always went right to general affirmations. But I don't say them anymore. Sometimes I'll say I'm here to live an amazing life or something like stuff like that occasionally. Without a doubt, Ava, because your energy is always asking, and then you find the answers, because whatever you seek, you will find, right? And that's why it's important to raise your energy and come from those higher energies, because that's why we're creating a lot of things we don't want and not realizing it, because we're still in those lower energies. And that's basically like my biggest message, is to get people out of those lower energies, because again, we're actually receivers of thought. So if we can get in those higher energies, you're going to receive the best thoughts that are going to lead you to your best life and your manifestations. Yes, it works for manifesting specific things. Yes. But it's not a hard, like a lot of people think, they'll say like toxic positivity, or you're telling people not to feel their feelings. And a lot of people will go back to that. And it's not that at all. It's actually a very graceful way to move up into those higher energies. If you want to do affirmations, do them. So don't listen to me. This is just my way and what I resonate with. But if you resonate with affirmations, do affirmations. If anything, I always say like I would prefer more so going to visualization and like relaxing and going into a visualization more so than affirmations. I think visualization is way more powerful. But some people will say, no, affirmations, they're just new thoughts. But if you're feeling good, then do your affirmations. If you're in a good energy and you're saying your affirmations, and that's a good thing, because it all comes down to how you feel. It really comes down to how you're feeling. If you're feeling good, you're lining up with what you want, right? Just because I don't like affirmations doesn't mean that you can't do them. You can do them. Always do what feels best for you, always. What are you guys talking about, cake? Exactly, Ava. So what happens when we say affirmations and we're not feeling good, when we're persisting in something, you're just causing yourself more resistance, and it's unnecessary, because what you actually want to do in those moments is just get really calm. Don't keep affirming when you're not feeling good, because you're literally doing nothing. You're doing yourself no service at all. Instead, just get really calm and just relax, and then feel better. And then you can say affirmations if you want to. Your cat Mitten said hello. My cat Steve said hello. Well, actually, I'm lying. He didn't say hello because he's passed out on my bed right now. Yeah, I had just a really small piece of cake because like I didn't want to be like super Phil. I don't want to be super full on here. Yeah, this is the time to be alive, because we're all waking up to that. We create our own realities. Right? I always say that too. Feeling good is key. That's what Abraham says. I always laugh at their song that they had her and her husband. What is it, like? I think it's joy is the key or something like that. Oh, did I not say hi to you, Sally? Why did I think you were in here, Sally? Did you just jump on? I think because you were part of the cake talk, so I just assumed you've been in here. You can be, anybody could sneak on here, because I'm like, I never even I can't tell when people jump on here. I'm so clueless when it comes to this kind of stuff. Thank God I have moderators that help me. Guys, my Facebook group had 5 messages that I didn't see, because I have to like approve them first, which I don't know why, because I approve everything anyway. I have to approve them. I mean, you never know if someone's going to jump on there and, they're not really wanting to really be a part of that group, but I guess I could always delete it. I think I'm going to drop that. But then I'm afraid, what if I don't see it? Like, at least I know that I'm seeing the question that you ask. But I have 5 unseen messages. I'm like, how the heck did I miss that? I was like really close to somehow making Sherry a moderator on the Facebook group page, because maybe she would be able to like approve them and make sure they're uploaded. Because I don't want your guys' stuff to go unseen, the stuff that you're posting. No, Nathan, you always say hi. Oh, wait, that one time? Are you talking about? Yeah, right? What the heck? How do I not see anything? I am that person. Well, right now, Josh, it's me. Just like, you mean manifesting and stuff? Right now, I'm on my own team. So right now, that's where I'm at. But I haven't gotten to that place where like there's more people in my creations yet. So I guess I really can't answer that. Did anyone ever used to watch Whose Line Is It Anyway? Did anybody ever used to watch that show? Because I just found it on TikTok. Christine, I just found it on TikTok. It's so funny. It's all like it's all the good, like a bunch of clips from it. And they have their own TikTok. It's, where's the points don't matter? Yes, watched a little. Yes, Sally, yeah. It was on today. I was like, oh my God. You know what else I really like too? I love, like the roller coaster things when they do the slingshot things and they pass out in the slingshot things. Did you guys ever see them? There's one that's really funny of the kid that was like, actually, I know it sounds horrible, it's really funny, but he was like practically falling out of the slingshot. That's what I found, some of like those kind of things today, which I was dying. Yeah, look it up, Christine, on TikTok. Just look up Whose Line Is It Anyway? They have their own TikTok. Is that how you say it? They have their own TikTok. I have a TikTok. Wait, you mean they do? No, it's not a live show, Sally. It's actually on TikTok. Like they have their own content, I guess you could say. It's like it's all their old videos, but it's just uploaded here on TikTok. Yeah, Josh, I think I've always been that way too. like kept to myself, did things myself, figured out things on my own. Like I was always really good with going within. So I don't know how I would work, but I'm a good team player though. Anytime I've worked at a job, I've always been like, I don't want to like brag, but I always felt like I was like the leader at a job. So I think I do work well with people though too. But right now I'm not there with like my stuff. Yeah, I think so, Nathan. I think so. It's so funny. It's so funny. I was sitting there watching, like, 'cause you know when you first friend something or follow something, it's just it's all up on your news feed. And I was just watching one after another, and I was dying laughing. I'm like, oh my God, I could sit and watch this all night. That's the kind of stuff that I need, like, to occupy my mind, like funny stuff like that, where I can get like lost in it, because I can't watch TV. I get so bored with TV. I can watch like sitcoms because they're like short, right? But anything like a movie anymore, I lose my attention span. Like I get lost in it. I'm like picking up my phone or getting up and doing something. I know, I used to watch SNL. I don't have cable. Like, I only have, like, Netflix and stuff like that. I mean, you probably don't even need to have it. I mean, who knows? Oh, did you listen to it today? Good. I said, Mara, every day I'll upload them from now on. Even if they're just short ones, they all have good information in them, no matter what, or something you can pick up from it. Who's on tonight? I literally just was saying, oh guys, you know what I did yesterday? I was watching an episode of Modern Family with my daughter, and I said, you know what? I want to manifest seeing a bike. And I wasn't really thinking of the show. I just sat down. I was like, I want to manifest seeing a bike. A bike showed up like not even like 3 minutes into the episode. She was riding a bike, and I was like, holy crap, that manifested so fast. Because I find my thoughts are manifesting so quick when I'm aware of it. I just said to my daughter, like, that we should watch all the old SNL episodes. What was the other one when we were young? In Living Color. In Living Color was funny. Yeah, I should watch that again, but I don't have cable, so I would have to like find it on like YouTube or something. Kira, you know how to check your creator fund for any gifts you can get on here, right? I think I do 5D. I just don't know how to I don't know how to like get it out. It's just there. Like I look at it every now and then, but I don't know what to do with it. Like it's just there. One day I'll have $1 million on there. Bye, Muddy. Acknowledge synchronicities. Yes, Nick. So true. Wait. Oh, Mick. I called you Nick. Mick. Kira, how can you stop people pleasing? Feel anxious? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Mara. I'm going to be honest with you. That one took me a while. I feel like I have just really conquered that one. Not being a people pleaser and, always feeling like I should do something because I didn't want people talking about me, or because that was like the old me. But I'll tell you what, it takes a little bit of practice, but it is so freeing when you finally get to that point to confidently say no to things that you used to just do just to keep the peace. You would do it just to keep the peace, right, Mara? Yes, I can totally relate to that, Mara. It'll take a little bit of practice, but keep doing this work, right? Always check in with how you feel. I'm just going to be truthfully honest. I started out just doing things because that kept me, that was easier in the moment, just to do certain things that I normally wouldn't. But I slowly got myself out of it. The more that I did these practices, practice non-reaction, you do just become into alignment with yourself, and you just start putting yourself first and your needs first. And it's very freeing. So just be patient with yourself. You will get to that place where you're just going to confidently be able to say no and not worry what people are thinking about you, because that's the part. It's the guilt. It's dropping the guilt. If you need to be able to confidently say it without thinking they're thinking something about you, because guess what? You're going to have evidence that they're thinking something about you, because it's only your thoughts, only your energy. So just be patient with yourself. You'll get there, I promise, if you keep doing this practice. Because I'm telling you, I just recently started just really saying no, and it's the best feeling. It's the best feeling. So you'll get there. So just know that, you know, like I said, a lot of times I was still doing things because it was just easier in that moment just to do it, because I wasn't there yet. I wasn't confident enough yet. I didn't want to feel that guilt still. But like I said, I'm getting to that place where, you know, I'm able to do it. No problem. Because just always be aware that it's only your thoughts. So it's like when we say no, we're feeling like people are talking about us, and if we think that, that's what we're going to get back. We're going to, you know, like I always say, it's only your thoughts. So if we keep thinking those thoughts, you're going to get proof of that. So, you know, be able to do it and just not worry what people think. I'm doing it for me. I'm putting myself first, my family first, and that's plain and simple. And once you get to that point again, then it'll be easy. You'll always be able to do it. Ava, yes, and it's so true, because when you're able to really be confident in your decisions, people actually, they look up to that. They do. They respect that. They respect that you know, that's that you chose yourself. So how you deal with any type of lower energies is Darius, is whenever you catch yourself in those moments in those lower energies, it's really simple. You just say as calm as you can and you let it pass. So you really have to relax into it. You just have to relax into that resistance as much as possible. How I explain it, Darius, is like, just move like a turtle. Move at a slow pace. Focus on your breathing. Try not to think about it as much as possible. Stay silent. Don't speak to anyone about it. Don't vent about it. Just move in silence and let it pass. It's not always super comfortable, but the more you relax your body, the quicker it'll pass through you, and it'll get easier and easier and easier, and you won't have these negative thoughts anymore, because you're allowing what's meant for you to come in when you release all the old stuff. And you can check out some of my videos too, Darius. Like I have Stop Repeating the Old Story. There's a lot of videos in that can help you. I do have meditation and breath work, which is helpful too. Yes, Ava, right? It is. It really comes down to like moving in silence, moving slower, keeping it to yourself. Don't say it to anyone. You can say things to yourself too. That's why Darius, I would tell you to check out the videos, because, oh, thank you. Check out the videos. Stop. I don't know why I did that. Like stop repeating old stories, because I have a lot of stuff in there that tells you things to say. Like I should make an ebook on affirmations, but general affirmations to say like, you know, this is just old stuff that I created before I knew I created it. I'm exactly where I need to be. Everything's good. It's all good right now. Like to make light of the situation as much as possible, to kind of soften that resistance in that moment by saying certain things, general affirmations. Thanks for the rose, Darius. I'm not a medium now, TikTok, Posh. But I have a funny story about that, because when I first started getting into all this stuff, I was going to medium classes. psychic medium classes. I was actually getting good at it too. And then, I don't know, I kind of like was like, I don't know if I really want to do this. I don't know why I did it. I didn't know what to do. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do with this information. Should I like open my world up to like being a psychic medium, or should I do this, or should I? So I was actually interested in like mediumship and learning that kind of stuff. And I dabbled in it a little bit, but then I was like, this feels like work. It felt like effort. Now 5D, there was actually a place near me that I drove to every like Wednesday night or something, which honestly really took me out of my comfort zone because I'm not one to do stuff like that. So I think that was more of the purpose behind it, is that I sat with all these people that I didn't know. That's not like me, by myself. Like, I always would have to bring a friend with me, like, come do this class with me. But I did it all by myself. So I think that was more of the purpose of that, like to just kind of get me out of my comfort zone. And it's funny because it was like I was driving in like a dark area to get to it, and I'm like, this is a little creepy, but I always felt like safe and protected. I never felt like anybody was out to get me or anything. I was never like a worrier like that. But for me to like do something like that was pretty big. But yeah, I just did it. I just went because it was cool. It was fun for the couple of times I went. No, you can actually develop that ability. You can develop it. It's just a belief, just like anything else. And like I said, like I was actually, I was reading people. I was getting to that point where, but I didn't trust in myself enough. I think if you stick with it, you will build confidence. It's just like anything. It's just like me, what I talk about, guys. Like, you build confidence and you talk about it a lot. You get good at it, and you get better at explaining it, and it's just like anything. How do you know no one is out there? I just never worried like that. I was never a worrier. And then I would follow people on YouTube too, which also led me to just trusting in all of this, right? The supernatural and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's classes, but you can, you don't have to do it. You don't have to, I mean, you can literally learn anything today. You could just go on YouTube, and there's millions of people that teach mediumship and like psychics and all that teach that kind of stuff. But just remember, when it comes to psychics, like, you are your own psychic. You don't need a psychic because you are a psychic, because you are the creator. Mediums, I think, are different because they're channeling like your loved ones. If you lost a loved one, it's a little bit different, I think. I have no idea what that is, Joe. That's when the monsters come out. Now, I lived in like apartments by myself, and I remember like my friend would always be like, yeah, it's going to be really scary for you the first night. You're going to be all by yourself, and you're going to be really scared. And I'm like, girl, you don't even know me. I am not, nothing like that scares me. I was like so excited. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Joe. Is your video stop on TikTok? Yeah, Darius, I'm sorry. I just seen that. Yeah, it's on TikTok. Look at my playlist up top, and you'll see stop old stories. Stop repeating old stories, and you'll see a bunch of videos. And just scroll through them, because there's a lot of good little affirmations that'll, like, take what you want from each video, scroll through them, and take what resonates for you in them. My zodiac sign is a Scorpio. Bye, Nathan. Have a good night. You too. You're a Leo 5D. Ava's a Gemini. My brother's a Leo. All my best friends were Geminis. Anyone that I've known that was a Gemini was so funny to me. I've never met a Gemini that wasn't funny. And my brother's a Leo, and I always found Leos to be very kind of like tough in a way. I don't know. That's just my story. That's why I always liked signs, because I felt like they were always accurate. They were always pretty accurate. My daughter's an Aries, Aaron. My mom was an Aries. Are you saying you're going to ask a question, Mara? I put the gem in Gemini. That's my usual screen name. Oh yeah, you're a Virgo, Sally. I actually only knew one Virgo, and I wasn't like super friends with her. I just knew her from beauty school. I really don't know many Virgos. Oh yeah, my daughter is sarcastic, I would say, and so is my mom. Aries. They're like very determined, Aries. Again, from my experience, I can make hilarious comments in the most serious. I bet you can, Ava. I always said, like, I've never met a Gemini that I just didn't fall on the floor laughing at them. Always funny. Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. I don't know if I know any Libras either. Oh, I'm so happy, Mara. Yeah. Taking your attention off of it and stuff like that, and just living your life and just feeling good, and yep. Aw. Oh, you know it all. Cancer sun, Libra moon, Sag rising. I don't know anything after my sign. I don't know anything after that. Just that. All right, I think I'm going to jump off, guys. I said I was going to stay on until 12. It's like it gets so late so quick. And then I'll maybe I'll jump on tomorrow night. I'll upload this live also on YouTube. Good night, 5D. Thanks again for your help. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, guys. Thank you. Have a good rest of the weekend. If I don't see you, I don't know. You know me. I'll probably jump on. I'm always on here. Yeah. How am I still not adjusted to that? Hell. Good night, Darius. Have a good night. All right, guys. I'll see you on Facebook too. If anyone else is new to this group, we have a private Facebook group too, if you want to jump in. But I think this is all our regs. All right, guys. Good night. Have a good night.